Situated at the heart of Hanoi, the central sector of the imperial citadel of Thăng is an outstanding place of interest not only for the capital city but also for the country as a whole. The site is one of the 10 special national heritage sites proclaimed by the Prime Minister in 2009 and was inscribed on the World Heritage List by UNESCO's World Heritage Committee in 2010. Its outstanding universal values are reflected in its historical longevity, its continuous growth as a seat of power, and its multiple cultural layers. The origin of the citadel dates back to the 7th century, when its very first foundation was set up. Vietnam was under Chinese invasion at the time, and a Chinese force fleet was ready to be built in the area. In 1010, King Liethato moved the capital from Hoa Lư, Ninh Bình to Đại La, former name of Hanoi, and renamed it Thăng Long. The citadel was built in the same place, over the top of the torn-down Fourth Street. From then on, the citadel has remained the center of the regional political power for 13 consecutive centuries. The imperial citadel was expanded under Trần, Lê, and Nguyễn dynasty, with several occasions of major destruction by war. It remained the seat of the Vietnamese court until Emperor Quang Trung moved the capital from Thăng Long to Phu Sơn, and Thăng Long was no longer the capital of the country. During the French colonial era, the royal palace and most of the structure was severely damaged. By the 20th century, a number of the remaining structure was torn down. During 1954, when the Vietnamese army took over Hanoi, the citadel became the headquarters of the Ministry of Defense. In the 21st century, the ruined foundation of Thăng Long Imperial Citadel was systematically excavated. In 2004, a number of artifacts and items between the 6th and 20th centuries were excavated, including foundations of old palaces, ancient roads, ponds, and wells.
The imperial citadel of Thăng Long is an outstanding place of interest not only for the capital city but also for the country as a whole. The citadel witnessed a series of dramatic changes throughout the history of Vietnam and brought itself through a number of destructive wars. The most notable part of the citadel is the central sector, which was listed as one of the UNESCO Natural World Heritage Sites in 2010. The central sector of the imperial citadel of Thăng Long expresses a set of intercultural exchanges with major influences from China in the north and the Champa Kingdom in the south. Is also historically significant, hosting the center of political powers from the 7th century to the 20th century. In the official representation to nominate the Thăng Long Citadel to be on the World Natural Heritage List, the citadel cultural values were cited as to be found in the way the site manifests in exemplary detail and over a long span of time. The interchange of human values in the development of Asian architecture, construction technology, town planning, monumental and plastic arts, and landscape design. Although a larger part of the original construction was lost, the site is still currently under excavation by archaeologists. The artifacts found are expected to have the authority to provide a better and clearer demonstration of the citadel.
There are 5 significant sectors to the imperial citadel of Thăng Long. 1. Flag Tower, Kỳ Đài. Built in 1812 under the Nguyễn dynasty, Flag Tower is known as one of the most iconic symbols in Hanoi. The tower consists of 4 main structures: the base, the second floor, the third floor, and the top. The top is a cylindrical pillar with the Vietnamese nation flag on top. 2. Vĩnh Thiên Palace, situated in the heart of Citadel. Vĩnh Thiên Palace is the center relic in the complex. It was built in 1428 and yielded a place to celebrate imperial ceremonies and major nation affairs. You will find certificate dragon statue carved on the green stone along the three Dartmouth south gate. Dartmouth was built in the late dynasty and located to the south of the citadel. Only members from the royal family were allowed to pass the gate. There's one main gate in the middle and four smaller gates on the sides. The gate is now decorated with lotus-shaped lanterns that are lit up at night, adding a mystical beauty to the seat. 4. Dartmouth North Gate. Dartmouth is located to the north of the citadel. Together with Dartmouth, these are the only two remaining gates of the citadel. Built with brick and actual stone, the gate is now used as a place to worship the two former governors of Hanoi, Nguyễn Tri Phương and Hoàng Hậu Lâu, Princess Pagoda. Hậu Lâu, literally the tower in the back, was built of brick and consists of a basement and 3 floor support. The pagoda was constructed for the use of princess and queen. D67 House and Tunnel. From 1954 to 1975, the citadel, called D67, was used as the headquarters of Vietnamese People Army. Rooms with various purposes are found here: meeting room, break room, and working room. The objects and items used during the Vietnam War are on display, including soundproof doors, maps, telegraph, and aircraft notice boards.
The site is situated in the heart of Hanoi and only a short walk away from other attractions such as Cửa Bắc Church, Quan Thanh Temple, and Vietnam Military History Museum. It's about 2 kilometers from the center of the old quarter. You can easily reach the site by taxi, motorbike, or raft. Bus is another option. There is a bus stop very close to the entrance. There are only a few things to bear in mind before visiting the Imperial Citadel. Most historical sites will require you to dress properly, and the Imperial Citadel is no exception. Visitors are asked to avoid shorts, miniskirts, tank top, and transparent clothing. The archaeological site is across the road. Make sure you don't miss the site when visiting the citadel. The Imperial Citadel of Thăng is one of the most remarkable historical sites in Hanoi. This UNESCO Lead Heritage Site is a destination you should not miss while staying in Vietnam. The interesting excavated item and mock-up of the citadel will certainly give you a better understanding into Vietnamese culture and history through thousands of years.